Hello everyone, my name is Blue Gators and you are watching the third episode of my Skyblock Shimmer Block survival series. In the last episode, we fought mimics endlessly trying to get a magic mirror and finally we got one, which we went ahead and used to deconstruct into glass, into sand, and now we are on the hunt for some cactus. And you see we already have one cactus there. Cactus is going to allow us to get workbenches, chairs, and most importantly, NPCs. To start, I went ahead and started farming some dirt with some dirt bombs as we did before. The reason for this, I didn't have enough dirt for all the sand that we have. As you guys may remember, we had an antlion spawn last episode, and that gave us about 1,000 sand that we get to work with. So I want to make a 3 sand high column, so we're going to need at least 300 blocks of dirt. So I immediately got to work. Finally, after killing eyeballs, zombies, mimics, red slimes, green slimes for hours on end, I finally got a sand bridge I felt I was happy with. So this is the bridge where all our cactus is going to end up growing on. You see, cactus cannot be grown artificially. It can only be grown on sand blocks with enough of them in a single area. So we needed enough sand blocks to make it considered a desert so that we can get some sand to start growing in. So now, as we saw earlier, cactus should be able to more easily grow in, and because of the size of the bridge, it should make it easier for a lot of it to spawn as well. And not even 2 minutes later, some new cactus had already started to appear. This should be a fairly fast process. While I waited for cactus to grow, I went ahead and I started making some dirt so that I can make some very mysterious U-shapes. Now, if you know what these U-shapes are going to do, please post it in the comments down below. Let's see if you guys can figure out what I'm about to do with these mysterious U's. While building, I also managed to get the bat. For those that watched episode 1, you know that I was searching for a weapon. This was one of the weapons that was possible to get from a bat. It is possibly the highest point of damage that you can get from one of these weapons. And it does a lot of good stuff, such as healing you by 1 hit point for just hitting with it. So it was a very good one. If you are playing this like me and you happen to get this as your first weapon, it pretty much leads you through the rest of the game. Afterwards, I went down to check on the cactus growth. As you guys can see, the cactus has already spread out quite nicely, and there's even one that has 2 of them on there. I think at this point I had 9 cactus, but unable to actually progress to the next phase, I needed at least 15, and I already spent about 45 minutes working on the mysterious U-shaped stuff. So I went ahead and I decided it was time to consolidate the Bank of Terraria. At least that's what I'm calling it, because it was the thing that was keeping my money safe. After consolidating, I had just about 7 platinum and a little bit of change. So overall, all the farming that I did, all the mimics that I killed, all the golden slimes that I've seen, definitely came and paid off. I was also incredibly bored while waiting for the cactus to grow, and instead of waiting, I decided to build a bridge out into hell in hopes of getting some lava bats, perhaps a magma stone, or maybe the magic spell that the demons cast around. Unfortunately, my next recording ended up getting corrupted, or I just forgot to start it until I realized it. But I did manage to get a slime staff, and I managed to get an adept demon scythe. So I was able to get something, and of course you can see that I also died a lot, but I managed to get 3 of the lava slime banners and 1 of the lava bats banners. Finally, after waiting for a very long time, the cactus was ready. There was enough cactus here to be able to build a workbench, to be able to build a small chair, and to be able to finally move in an NPC. So I got to work, and I immediately chopped down all the cactus that I had here, and I rushed over so that I could start building my house. I went ahead and I grabbed some of the frozen platforms just so that I have something that can act as a door. And then, because we have a workbench now a lot of things kind of open up to us. And that allows us to form some dirt walls. The dirt walls combined with just encasing with the platforms should make the house suitable. Finally, after growing cactus, after playing 12 hours on this single character, I was finished. I made the house, and the merchant finally moves in. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is where the most important part of this playthrough is. You see, the merchant sells items that allow you to progress, multiple items at that. And it's impertinent that you get him, but it takes you 12 hours just to get to this point. The bright side, though, is now I don't have to worry about space, I don't have to worry about a lot of things. So I went right to selling my items to him. I went right to getting some stuff from him so that we can start progressing into the game. You see, one thing that I didn't show, the Shimmer will always deconstruct items into its prerequisites, except the starting tools. The starting tools will only give 1 piece of wood and 1 piece of copper. But that 1 piece of wood from the stone axe or the stone pickaxe is the critical piece to this playthrough and critical in how you progress forward, because now with wood, every door opens. I went ahead and I broke down a bunch of iron anvils and I started formulating the first base that we're going to use. You see, I wanted to have something nice for this playthrough. After doing nothing but dirt mining, sand mining, and all that type of stuff, I kind of wanted to make something that felt a little special, you know what I mean? So I went ahead and I made some glass walls, stone brick, and I really kind of turned this place out the best way that I could. And with that, guys, we are going to go ahead and call this a video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video as much as I did. This video was a ton of work in the process, but it was definitely worth it. We made so much progress points. We got cactus, we got the merchant finally, we got a full base as well, and now we're on to the more exciting parts of this run. In the next episode, we will definitely be attempting to do the Eye Cthulhu and a bunch of other bosses as well. We also need to start getting other NPCs as well, such as the Demolitionists, such as a lot of other NPCs that we should be able to get very soon. And we gotta take a look at those mysterious U's as well, as there is one particular thing that we can't do with that stuff now. So, thank you guys again so much for watching. I appreciate you guys so much. And wait, holy shit, we won!